Hello, everyone.
Simon says.
This only took me 40 minutes when I rehearsed it, so I try to keep it to that. So, I've been Nick's lifelong competitor, I guess you could say. When I was born on a Wednesday, January 31st, Nick was not due for another 3 or 4 weeks. But when my mom dedicated me on that Sunday at Walston Church of the Nazarene, Nick could not wait to compete with me, so he popped right out of mother's womb next day. Heard that one from Mrs. Burt. So, yeah, first I have a story for you about how Nick chose his best man. So, Nick wanted the smartest guy. So, he went to the smartest guy and he asked him to be the best man at his wedding. When that man said no, he turned to the strongest man he ever knew. When that man again said no, he turned to the most handsome man he ever knew. After being asked 3 times, I finally said yes. No. That isn't really accurate. In fact, the only time I ever remember saying no to Nick was the night that we were issued our final warning from our resident director in the halls for being too loud. He came to our room at 12 a.m. and he knocked on the door, and we opened the door, and he said, "This will be your final warning. Next time you will receive consequences." So, of course, we still went back with our 2 buddies and continued playing Halo. With Nick yelling at his controller every time his character died, with me throwing my controller at the couch every time mine, with Andrew Hobson, one of our friends, bashing his head off of our walls every time he died, and Steven trying to yell at the TV, we didn't exactly make a quiet bunch. So when we heard the knock again at 2 a.m., our friend Steven got up from the couch, and we thought, oh, what a great guy, he's going to answer our door for us. No. Steven went right to Nick's bed. He pulled the covers over himself, and we didn't see him again for the next couple hours. Andrew got up, and we looked at him, and he went right to our window, opened it up, crawled right out. We were on the first floor. Nick looked at me, and he goes, "Do you want to get that?" And I looked at him, and I just shook my head. No. So Nick got up, and Nick goes to the door, and he pulls open the door, and it was our neighbor who just wanted to play Halo with us. Steven came out from underneath the bed covers, and we went back to playing our game. That was the only time I ever remember saying no to Nick. Mostly because all of his other ideas I thought were fantastic. For one, he convinced one of our buddies that he could make 3% milk by mixing 1% and 2% milk. For another, he helped me, aided and abetted, picking my buddy's lock so that we could replace his Xbox One with my shoebox. We plugged the wires in the back and everything for him. It was great. He wasn't too thrilled about that, but he got his Xbox back when he picked the lock again 2 days later. Anyway, Nick has really been a great friend for me. I learned that the saying, opposites attract, really has merit when I rolled in day 1 with my ripped, stained bed sheets and my tube of toothpaste. And Nick rolled in with everything he had. He had his parents helping him, he had cousins, everyone. All his great family members were there aiding him, helping him bring his stuff in. He had the room laid out on a piece of paper. He had it pinned to the wall, and here's the diagram of the room, and the measurements are all on there. The whole room, the measurements of the couch, the measurements of the desk, everything's up there.
Yeah.
The Burts felt bad for me, so they gave me new sheets. And Nick's heartfelt goodbye to his parents, where he hugged his mom and gave a nice firm handshake to his dad, reminded me that my dad was still in the car. So I walked out the dormitory doors, and I got there just in time to see my dad's brake lights at the end of the street.
Yes.
I came back to the room. The bed was already made. My sheets that had dropped on the floor. My bed was made. Thank you, Nick. I didn't know how to do that.
It's also true.
And my tube of toothpaste was on the center of my desk that we'd laid out for myself. Nick has spent a lot of time with me. He spent a lot of time helping me with homework, with crushing me in video games, playing me in ping pong, pranking our neighbors, watching episodes of The Office at 1 a.m., going on McDonald's runs. It's been a good time. I knew Jaime would be right for him because I came in one day during the first open dorms and I saw them together, and there they were on the couch watching The Office. So that was good to see. And though I've asked Nick for help countless times on OChem homework, organizing events, with Microsoft Excel, he's only ever asked me for help putting on The Office. It's good for me to know that they can bond over the same jokes, humor, Michael Scott lines that we have. In fact, I didn't really have to be sold on Jaime at all. I never knew Nick to make a bad decision. But I was sold on Jaime when she asked me for a motorcycle ride one day and was overjoyed to ask. Nick gave me the okay a few months later. I was so impressed that she would want to get on the back of my motorcycle. I know a lot of girls scared to get on any motorcycle. To get on mine is particularly scary. She did. I'm sorry, I didn't ask permission. I don't know if it's me that's scary or the motorcycle. I don't know. But Jaime was excited to get on the back of my bike years ago. And just like that, I'm excited for what the future holds for these two. I've grown to love this man after rooming with him for 2 years and having him school me for 4. I know Jaime will love him in the same ways that I have, and in even more ways than I have. Nick and Jaime, just like Nick and I, will have a friendship that lasts a lifetime. Love you guys.
What would you have for a motorcycle?